Hey, good morning, everyone, and welcome to this episode of Before My Morning Coffee on Rebel Hearted. Lisa Freed here, and today I am feeling called to talk a little bit about community and the creative solutions that come from said community. Okay? It is always so interesting. This whole week has been really full. This whole month of October has been very full for myself and my family. And it is really interesting because it's kind of coming off of a season of sit down, surrender, move with what comes your way, and such things, right? And so today I'm laughing because it feels full. And yesterday I had went and I finished repotting some plants and they're very happy and doing some things around the house like that. And then connecting, it was kind of a slower morning, then connecting with a couple of friends, taking my daughter to swimming, and then meeting up with our small group from church and hanging out for, oh goodness, like 3.5 hours. And it was lovely and awesome. And we discussed community and connection and relationships and those kinds of things. And I told myself, Lisa, Saturday, we're not doing anything. Like, we're just going to sit down, relax, enjoy the peace and the quiet and the calm of this day and not do anything that is going to be excessive, right? And that lasted, and this makes me laugh, that lasted about 1 hour upon waking up because my nearest and dearest friend called and was like, here's the situation. What's a creative solution that you can... She's like, I've racked my brain, so now I'm going to borrow your brain. How is it that we can solve this problem? And the solution that immediately came to mind was for me to invest a couple of hours helping her out. And I got to tell you, one of my favorite things to do is to come up with creative solutions. Now, it's not always my favorite creative solution for me to do the work. I love to delegate things, and I love for it to be other people's projects. Yet it is one way that I get to play in my gifts and be of service to others and everything like that. So I am happy and joyful to be able to assist my near and dear friend for a couple of hours today, and also take more hours for myself today. So when you are dealing with a problem that might feel overwhelming or bigger than you, where do you go with that? What do you do with said problem? And I always feel kind of pulled in multiple directions when I find myself in that position, because I know that when I go outside myself, if I haven't already got very clear on what it is that I'm looking for or who it is that I'm going to, things can feel kind of weird. And when I think that I have to do it all on my own, that never really feels good, yet is a way that that's a road I'll often travel down. And then there is the option to go within and just connect with God and say, show me the way, give me a sign, send me the teacher, whatever it is, bring me the solution, please. And that always feels best. And yet, it's important to know that when we go within and we ask God, it doesn't always mean that we then don't move our feet, right? There is an African proverb that says, when you pray, move your feet. So asking for the next best step and taking that step. But a lot of times we get hung up on the fact that we have to do everything ourselves, that we can't ask for help, that we can't be a bother, that we can't take up space, that if we do ask for help, oh my goodness, here we are in this place requiring that others put themselves out in order to help us. And it's just this whole mind fork that we got going on. So today, I just invite you to be like, okay, is there an area in your life where you find that there is a problem that you would like help with solving? If you've prayed about it, sat with it, went within, asked for the next right step, and as you hear me talking about this, or as you ask the question yourself, is there someone out there in the world that you could ask mindfully for assistance? What would stop you from asking them? What would stop you from asking them to help? I know for me, and this is important too, sometimes we ask a person for help and they can't, right? For example, I had a problem, not a problem, but I had a task to do and I really wanted some help from others who were more skilled at it than me. So the first person I asked had originally said yes and then said, sorry, no, they couldn't help me. And it was still a task that I didn't want to do on my own, So I asked the second person came and helped with it. And now it is solved, right? So just if you ask yourself, what's the next best step? You ask God or Spirit or Source or Universe, what's the next best step? And you take it and you still find yourself with this problem that requires solving. So then you ask within, who's the best person for me to reach out to? And a name comes up. Ask that person for help. Now, they won't always say yes, right? But it's important to know that a lot of times we love to help other people, and yet we refuse to be helped ourselves. And we get joy from being of service to others. And when we don't ask others for help, we're robbing them of that same joy and satisfaction that we get from asking. You know what I mean? Is this making sense? Are you picking up what I'm putting down? I hope you get it. That community allows for creative problem solving, especially if you're doing it in a very mindful way. You're not just outsourcing everything or crowdsourcing all the things with people that may not have a good understanding of what's going on there. They might not know you, or you might not have alignment in your core values, or all those things, right? So I'm not saying automatic, it's got to look this way. But I am saying, if you mindfully ask for guidance and you get a sense of who you should be going to, allow yourself to have that assistance. Allow yourself to experience that grace that comes with relationship. Anyway, I'm ready for a cup of coffee. You probably are too. I wish you a day as beautiful as you. I send you so much love. And I'll be back again tomorrow for another episode of Before My Morning Coffee. I send you so much love, and I wish you so well. Bye for now, everyone.